Hello and welcome to Factorio Space Age. My name is Dark Sandwich, and I'm going to be taking you on a journey from crash landing on an alien planet to conquering other alien planets, and hopefully building some cool spaceships along the way. So we're going to hit new game. We're going to keep everything just as it comes, but we will take a look at our map just to see what we're working with. But I think we're going to randomize it a couple of times to see what we get. I think I'm going to go with this one because we have uranium not super far away and a couple of good iron patches within sight. Coal's a bit farther out of the way, but that's okay. It appears that I have crash landed on this strange planet. So I'm going to go ahead and just yoink up this spaceship and some of these other parts. Going to burn in the fire of my mistakes crash landing on this terrible planet. And after I've cleaned up a little bit, I'm gonna grab my first mining drill and get some coal going. We're gonna have to mine it by hand for just a little bit just to get things going. Get a couple of trees while we're at it and make a chest so we can stick our things in. Boop. And toggle alt mode so I can see what's in here by pressing the alt key. Super helpful if you're unaware of that keybind. While that goes, we're going to go ahead and try and mine a little bit of iron by hand. Alright, and after we've got that, I'm going to need to find a little bit of stone. It's usually easiest to just hit a rock.
It's not just a boulder, it's a rock.
That gives you a bunch of stone. Now I can make one of those, and we can really start to get things going. What we're going to do is we're going to feed one into the other here just to make a simple loop. And that'll make it really easy for us to get coal early on in the game. While things are early, I'm going to go ahead and set some of my hotbars here just to make things a little bit easier. Go ahead and set this up. Burner drill. I'm going to hit control and left click just to grab a little bit of coal from these really easily. I've got plenty of coal for this guy here. Make another furnace or two. We're going to need a lot of iron. I'm going to hold the coal in my hand, control right click to evenly spread it out between the furnaces. And I need more burner mining drills. We're going to need some more stone. Gotta go find another rock. Here's some more rocks. Today is your day, rock. Time to become a part of Sandwich Industries, the industries of manufacturing galactic sandwiches to be sent out throughout the intergalactics.
Wow, the land of make-believe.
While we're at it, I'm gonna grab a little bit of more coal. So I've got that ready. Here's when things start to get interesting. We're going to auto feed in the iron here. So I'm actually going to go ahead and move these just to make this a little bit more efficient. Just need a couple more iron plates. I'll go ahead and help out while we're waiting. And once we have enough iron plates, we're going to go ahead and make another one. We're going to do this until we have a handful of smelters. I'm going to need all of those. Grab some more coal. Find some more rocks to smash. This rock's got 37 of both coal and stone. That's pretty awesome. But it only gave me 33 and 30, so that's neat. Grab some more iron. Now we can make more burner drills. Wonderful. Spread the coal. More plates. Now I need to go ahead and craft some copper plates, which I'll get a couple more of these going. These ones we're going to extend into here just to make this a little bit more efficient. Grab some more iron plates. Make some more mines. Spread out some more coal. Now that we've done that, we're going to go ahead and come over to our copper patch, which is down here, the exact opposite way of which I was going.
Whenever I'm about to do something, I think, would an idiot do that? And if they would, I do that.
Cut down some of the trees in the way and do the exact same thing that we were doing on the other one. Gotta collect some coal while we're at it. Spread out the coal and then go collect some more iron. We're gonna go ahead and just research some more technology, make a lab, and step next is gonna be getting some electricity going on here, at least some rudimentary systems. And we're gonna need one of these, two of these, one of these, one of these, and then we're gonna need to grab all this coal. We're also gonna need one of these. And so what we're gonna do is set up our most basic of power systems just so we can get things rolling. Also need some pipes. Gonna make a handful more. Just gonna drag along some pipes this way. Grab our boiler, delete these three, and add in our first boiler here. Connect two steam engines because this is the max that a boiler can support. We will grab our burner inserter, but in the meantime, I will make a couple of power poles just so that we can get power going back to our base. Run it back so we're being at least somewhat efficient with our movement. And cool, we have power. Grab some of this copper, grab some of this coal, that half a stack, give that half a stack, give that half a stack, pick up all that iron, juicy iron. Okay, what we're gonna need to do next is put down our lab, and we're gonna have to make some of these guys for our first automation research. As well, I'm gonna need to grab some of that coal just so I can get power going. We'll run back and go supply some coal. Now we have some power going to our base. Not a whole lot, but it'll do for now. Do want to keep in mind that we've got some biters over here, so we're gonna need to set up some automation for defenses here shortly. Maybe we'll do some more copper production. Oops. There we go. Grab some coal. Looks like we are out of coal over there. Grab some more of these, and we'll just make that a little bit bigger to give us some more coal production. And what we're going to need to really start with is just some basic gun turrets. We're going to really need to start producing turrets and weapons here soon, simply for the fact that if we don't, all the biters will want to eat our face. Now that I got my queue going, I'm going to start by filling up some of these guys here. Take some of that coal, put it in here, fill up on iron, and we're just gonna set up a super rudimentary thing here real quick. Need another one to use. Perfect. This needs to be moved. We're gonna set this to gears, and we're gonna set this belts. We're just going to fill that in, and then we're gonna start making this. If we do not automate belts, we will never get ahead. We will never keep up. We don't need that many belts for now. That'll be plenty. Just gonna go ahead and fill that up by hand for now, and we'll work on keeping this up to date, filling these guys too. And while we're crafting some stuff, I'm gonna run down here, make sure we have ample coal in here just for power. There we go. We're not really using a whole lot of power yet, so we should be good for now. I'm gonna go ahead and knock out these trees real fast, and just to keep things going, I'm gonna need a couple of these. We're gonna set this up just so it produces stuff. And really what we need is we need logistics first. Electric mining drills, walls. Yeah, that'll do. Cool. Then we'll toss steel in there. Now we've got a basic layout for science. Toss some coal in these machines. Science is going. Fill that up. Fill that up. Now we've got tracks on the way, which is what we like to see. I'm gonna need some more iron. Fill that up with coal. That's out, so we will move that. Alright, that's fixed. What are we doing over here? Need some more of that. Right. And we're gonna need a bunch of these. We're gonna need some of these guys. I'm going to shoddily put together a basic setup just so that we can get this going. And I need iron plates for that. We're gonna limit that just so we don't make a ton of them. This is super effective. Right. Now we've got some basic stuff to work with. Pollution is growing. Love to see that. Early game is always very stressful, especially with biter playthroughs, but honestly, I think that's really just more fun, in my opinion. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and plan out a basic smeltery area. Why don't we do it up here? Just going to knock out some trees real quick. Looks like we've got another tech research, which is great. We're going to need that for the next couple of steps. I'm going to build one of each just so I've got them, set them down here, and quickly add these just for the sake of quick crafting. We're going to set this to iron chests. So for the smeltery setup, what we're going to do is we're going to have ores that have been smelted come back down this way just to make it easy for planning. I'm going to go ahead and move into planning mode, and usually about 12 fills a yellow belt. So we'll go ahead and set up 12 like this. I'm gonna grab our inserters and put them in like this. Duplicate, copy, duplicate. We're just gonna bring down our power poles like so. Perfect. Now we've got our power poles in place, and we just need our items that are gonna get smelted. I'm gonna delete that. And for this, we're gonna give ourselves some space here. Split it into two, and we're gonna have iron come in from one side and coal coming from the other, and then it'll evenly distribute between the two here. So let's go ahead and clean this up. We're gonna go ahead and duplicate this for coal, or for copper, sorry. I'm gonna give myself as much space as I can. Shift to plow through everything and plan. It'll tell me what I need to demolish. Now we've got our two basic smelters up for copper and 4 iron. We're gonna pull our iron ore in this way. Go ahead and snag all these guys. And we'll start doing this. And we're gonna do kind of a similar thing with the coal. We're gonna move all of these this way. And here shortly, we're gonna move these to non-coal. And then we're gonna split this up. We'll use an underground to go this way and join that way. And we'll do an underground, non-underground that way. And we're gonna need to start mass producing stuff here pretty soon once we get our 2 main belts underway.
Oh, really?
We're just gonna let some stuff craft in the meantime. We definitely gotta start preparing for intruders to be coming soon. Looks like we're running out of coal on all this. Probably gonna go ahead and actually rip this up because we're about ready to transition. This has not been running in the meantime, but that's okay. Go ahead and get that going now. And just to get the process going, we're gonna do 8 on this side, maybe even 10, and we'll try and fit 1 more in here. Boom. Fill in our power poles. Since they're ghosted, we can just click and drag and they will fill in behind us. Now we've got a decent bit of undergrounds, so we'll just go ahead and come in and fill these in. And we have our splitters. Got that. We're gonna need to pull in from here and here. Boom, boom. Fix that. Alright. Now we've got all this ore. Now we gotta put it in there with the transport belts we've been making down here, just to automate things a little bit. There we go. And we'll just fill in what we've got right now, just so we can get things going. We will fill in the rest in a little bit. What we're actually gonna do is we're gonna fix that, bring it this way, and we're gonna need some more tracks, because we've already used them all. I'm gonna connect that up just so we can get that going. Producing some more. Grab those belts that it's made. We made some of these, so we'll just go ahead and stick those in there. And now we are producing iron. Woo! I'm gonna go ahead and clear out some of these so I can bring in some copper. Get this smelting. Alright, that's all done. Hell yeah. That'll start feeding eventually. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this down. I plan on bringing my main bus this way. I'll just start planning that out. I'll copper come this way. This is not gonna stay like this, but it's going to be like that for now. Let's go ahead and remove this. Grab all that. What are you missing? There we go. Now that we've got some iron coming down here, let's go ahead and expand this a little bit so we can start processing some more. Out of inserters, gonna have to go get some more of those. Always out of everything. That's the way she goes. Gonna have to get greens going here soon. Alright, let's get these last couple going. Alright. About time we start replacing with some electric mining drills. We don't want to be relying on coal forever. We are running low on coal down there too. Gonna need to grab some just so I can go fill it up. That should be more than enough for now. We're gonna go ahead and replace these guys here. Usually it's good to do iron on these first, but I just don't really want to deal with the copper anymore. So we'll just kind of let it do what it does. That'll be fine for a while. Go ahead and stick that in there. Run this down here just so we can get that going. Get that filled up. Alright. And now I'm going to go ahead and start building some of these things into the belt. I need some of these is to build the belt in the order in which you need the things. Let's go ahead and move this stuff out the way. Down iron. And just for the simple fact that we're likely to add more belts to this in the future, I'm going to go ahead and give us a couple more spaces just for future proving sakes. Go ahead and start building this down here. What we're going to do is we're just going to replicate this over here, because now we have an infinite supply of, well, near infinite for the time being, infinite supply of iron coming in. So what we're going to do is we're just going to replicate this system right quick. Shift right click on here to copy the recipe and then bring down the power. We're just going to pull this up, rip all this out. This is stupid and dumb, and it was never going to stay like that anyway. Go ahead and grab that guy and put that in a chest. And we're going to need some of these guys, which require some of these guys, these guys, these guys, these guys. Anyway, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to flip these. There we go. Now, what I can do, I've got a specific chest for this. Got a chest here. I'm gonna make this really freaking complicated for no freaking reason to. Grab this guy here, and there. Guy goes here. I need some more inserters for this. Grab another power pole. Then I will just need greens. Honestly, I can probably just go ahead and make here next. Another iron chest. And just for the sake of having them, and make a couple more of those. Great. How are we doing on pollution? Not bad yet. There we go. I'll grab it. That's fine. Got it now. We'll just have that make one stack. Don't ever really need more than that. That's perfect. And right in time, we're starting to drop these guys. So we'll go ahead and make the switch over to electric. While we're at it, I'll just go ahead and pull these up. No sense in keeping them down. Fix that up real quick. Start our next sideline. A little bit more into that. Start bringing this guy over. We're gonna go ahead and pull this up. We don't need that. Start bringing this down. Go ahead and do some more of that. Chilling on power for now. Get a little bit more of this going. Done some more trees. Open up the space. There we go. All right. So now I think it's about time we go ahead and move on to our next project. I'm just going to go ahead and change the way this kind of flows through here just to clean it up a little bit. All right. I'm going to need stone line eventually. All right. That looks better. However, that's going to need to be up here for the sake of belts in the future. Go ahead and clean this up a little bit. All right, that'll do. That looks a lot better. This isn't super important yet, but I do want to be planning for it to be in here. So we're just going to do that. So we got steel and stone at least plotted out. We've definitely got to massively overhaul production of iron because it is severely lacking here. Probably start producing greens. That would be good. I haven't even touched stone yet. That would be worthwhile getting going. If I don't get to stone soon enough, I will definitely regret it. A couple of mines going here. And we'll just need this last one here. And we will grab power. There we go. And now that we've got a bunch of these lined up, perfect. This is exactly what we were looking for. I can run a bunch of belts from here to there. Don't mind me, trees. You were going to come down anyway. Oops. Kind of destroyed my ghost a little bit. It's okay. We'll just repaste it. There we go. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to pull down from here. That way we've got kind of the same pattern going on between all of them. Go ahead and get rid of these trees. Kind of the same for the copper. We're just going to do couple here just to get the ball rolling. We'll grab a couple more supplies so we can finish that up. Go ahead and pull off a split here as well. Actually changed my mind. I want to split there just so that's in line. Now we have our stone brick going. Here we go. I am also going to pull down belt here. This way we've got both raw and normal stone on the belt because we will need both. We're still really not making whole lot of stone or iron, at least not to a rate that we need it to be. So it seems like we're likely going to have to expand on that. Might as well finish this out for now. We'll call that good. I think what I'm going to do next is get some rudimentary green trip production going. The design I usually like to use. It's a 3 and 2 because it fits the ratio of the recipe. Fits in this neat little pattern. Actually gonna have to move this out one. Then we'll fill it with power poles. We'll have this. I'm gonna need a splitter for that. Gonna need to grab some more of these. Go ahead and split this out. And we've got our basic pattern for this recipe. Grab another splitter. Now we've got our iron coming off the main belt. We need more splitters, which is the whole reason we're doing this. There we go. And now we can replicate this pattern as many times as we want. We will have greens. Go ahead and pull this through here. I want to fix that so that's even. Cool. Now we're going to leave a gap of 2 for underground belts. And this will be start of our next portion of the main bus. But specifically for this, what we're going to do, we're going to pick up all these guys. I need to make some more splitters. And then all of our track basic production will be met once we add these greens here. Put this there. It's not usually a good idea to run stuff back on your bus, but it'll be fine specifically for this. We'll eventually fix it later. Like we are out of power because there's no coal, which means it is time to bring coal down. Cool. Now we know where it needs to go. We go ahead and clear this out. Start laying our track. If we run along a track, we'll move a little bit faster. Fun little tip for you. Alright, and while we're down here, maybe it's worthwhile doubling up our production here. We're going to switch this over to electric drills soon. Not going to be sustainable forever. Speaking of, why don't we just go ahead and do that while we're here and thinking about it. We'll keep those other ones as burners for now. It's fine, not a big deal. Coal is starting to back up there, which is good. That should relieve the power. Looks like we're producing good power again. Alright, now for sake of posterity, we're just going to mimic this pattern on the right. I am going a little all out this build for now, but it's fine. I will be appreciative of this later on, having just done it rather than put it off. And this along that. Bring this guy along here. Fill that in. There we go. Cool. Now that is all set up and good to go. And we will tile that on later once we need more. That is plenty for now. We will be mad chilling on green chips for the moment. Like this miner's finished here, so we'll just go ahead and move that. I'm gonna go ahead and fill in some more of these just so we can process this iron a little bit faster. Hopefully this will get us a full yellow belt. Alright, it's about time. I probably call it for this one. We've made a lot of progress in this first little dip in here. We need to set up some steel over here and then really spread out our mining operation here. But now that we got some basic stuff going on down here, we're going to be all set to do that. So I will see you next time on Sandwich Exploration. Bye!